Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, an important word from our sponsors. Hey guys, we work with the best VPN out there. Why should you choose Surfshark over all the other VPNs? Joe?
Because with this one, you can share with your friends and family on unlimited devices.
Absolutely, and it gets you around geo-blocking. They have services that let you not put your phone number, your email address. You get spam like we all do every single day. This will help.
And right now, the deal is even better. You're going to get 4 free extra months when you sign. 4! All right, guys, so go to surfshark.deals/AngryJoeShow and pick up your 4 extra free months right now. Click those links down below. Don't let anybody tell you what content you can and can't access. Plus, protect your online data. Okay, guys? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check it out.
I know you use public Wi-Fi. It's at the gym, just going out and doing other stuff, and then you are probably accessing things you shouldn't be, things with your email and passwords. Well, not just that, just like bank information, the thing to log in.
Alex knows what you look at.
Yeah, I watch you look at them.
Guys, Surfshark is the best VPN that we're working with. It helps you out with all of that. Click the links down below.
One account for all of our stuff.
Yep.
There you go. So, Alex, tell us what the heck has been happening in gaming news.
One that came out this morning was really odd. For old people, like really old people, even older than us, that remember what the Challenger space shuttle thing, the whole televising.
Oh, yeah.
There was an explosion, and it traumatized a large group of people watching it on television. Well, Warthunder.
It still traumatizes me thinking about it. You know, those astronauts flying, and then that shit catching fire. Boom!
Boom.
And it's gone.
So it's not exactly a good thing to have put in video game art. And so someone for Warthunder grabbed the image and then lightly changed it just a little bit and then put it in some stuff.
It's an explosion. No one will notice that it's the Challenger explosion. Let me use it in order to promote my video game. No, why?
Yeah, it's so not a good thing. This happens when
probably from another from another country. Isn't aware of the Challenger explosion, just saw it in Google Images. This is why you don't do that. This is like when you're a studio, then commission art or, make sure that you're buying something that you know what it is.
Yeah, this has happened before the Telltale games, the Batman game where there was an assassination, and it happens when people don't understand the context behind some of these pictures, and they just grab whatever they can. Not a good look. Probably shouldn't be doing that and having people review your stuff. But this is also the problem that you mentioned with AI art and stuff. Is sometimes the AI will just grab stuff and not know the context and so
correct.
PlayStation is again skipping Gamescom. This is
damn. That's a big show.
It's a big show. The shows are kind of dying, and for as far as PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, some of the other major players, because they're doing their own releases.
Yeah.
It's easier for them to do it, and sometimes
saves them money.
Well, that's what the big one is. So, like, you hear back from what E3 was costing 4 years ago. Yeah. PlayStation doesn't want to pay that. They're like, we can do our own show in our own studios that we control all this stuff, not have to deal with people not being able to get in and get out and scheduling things, and then I don't have to deal with any of your shit. So PlayStation skipping Gamescom. So we're losing a lot of these. The big players at some of these smaller shows. The good news is that means that smaller indie companies, the kind of companies that I'm actually looking towards now, that some of the big AAA companies have been fucking up for a long period of time. So hopefully Gamescoms can fill these slots and we can get more gaming goodness from them.
Yeah, that's it's unfortunate. I really miss going to these types of shows, but it's like a love-hate thing because I hated going to the shows too. It was a lot of work. It's trying to cram everything into just 3 days and trying to see everything. It's really difficult, especially with so many people there. And honestly, even towards the end, because I was doing it for several years, it's like there were times where it's like, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna stay in my hotel room and watch it, and then do my work from there. And I realized, holy shit, there wasn't a difference in a lot of views, other than the very valuable thing of exchanging business cards and they're knowing who I was, and then getting review copies and things. But since I don't care about review copies anymore, because I saw how
Anthem
the second you say something bad, then that all disappears.
Cyberpunk.
So it's like it's easier to work from home these days, and there's not a lot of point. And when they started letting in general public, I saw from their point of view, they're spending all this money flying, $500, $600, getting a hotel, more than that probably, and then trying to get to the show, and then trying to play the games early at these booths. There's like these lines
Huge
that are fucking
lines.
6 hours long. So just to play one game early, you just spent your whole fucking day. And what, you get to play 15 minutes, this tiny little demo that I would get to play.
Sweaty controller that like 900 people have used before.
Right. Nah, it just, I can see why I hate it, but I understand it, because it's like a part of the culture. It's like cool and connecting and celebrating games, but also it was a nightmare.
Yeah, I like going to Comic-Cons and things like that, but like these types of events, I think they're on their way out. It's just easier to stream all the information.
Way easier.
Yeah, and then the games don't have to be ready, and they don't have to make fake trailers.
Exactly.
They're wasting development time, making demos and polishing demos for those shows when they could be using that time to just get the game done.
Or like Anthem did, and make a completely fake, fabricated thing. They're like, we have to have something ready, and it's like, this is not what our game's going to look like.
So, oh, that's cool. What the fuck?
Yeah. Whose game is that? All right. Todd Howard did an interview this week, talking a little bit about
truth.
People were mad. Well, no, Todd Howard doesn't tell the truth. But we were talking about paid mods last week. There was a $7 paid mod. It's really a second half of a mission. People were telling us it's a very short mission. Like, you get through in like 15 minutes, and then you would pay $7, but it's actually $10 because you have to buy a $10 bundle of credits. Mm-hmm. And so he says that they're going to look into it, which is good news, right?
They're going to look into it. I had no idea this was going on. I didn't approve this.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't put my name all over this.
Is this your signature right here? Is this you?
No. Oh, yeah, I'll look into that. I'll look into how my signature got into that. I'll get back to you.
So he said, we hear that feedback too. First of all, I'll say that stuff gets priced based on things that we've done before, both Creation Club and then in Fallout 76. And we're always trying to be looking at what else is out there, really making sure we're giving value to everyone, and where we're not, hey, we definitely will adjust. So he says they're going to adjust.
Hey, he did a lot of, kind of justifying, and then it will adjust.
Yeah. It's not good value, but most of the time, the vast majority of microtransactions aren't good value anyway. I think he's just going to try to continue to put all of these things out, because for as many of us are saying, hey, dumbass, we don't want to buy this thing, there are people that are still buying it, and they're after their dollars, not our dollars. So I don't know. He's probably just saying he's just saying the right thing in public, and I just don't think that paid mods are going away anytime soon. Maybe they'll be worth their money eventually, but I can never see myself ever paying money for one quest. You can buy an indie game for $10 right now that'll give you so much more enjoyment than anything in Starfield.
There's no way to justify that, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He also mentioned that that there's going to be a new story expansion for Starfield that's following the Shattered Space, saying they're going to continue to work on it. And that also there's a long development time for Elder Scrolls 6. He also said that they're not interested in remaking Fallout 1 and 2. He said that as long as you can download it and you can play it and they're available to people, play it that way, but we don't really want to take resources away to remake them. So just enjoy them as they are. I think it's probably...
Still no set date for Shattered Space release? Or?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything for it. Nothing in here, at least. So, end of the year.
Yeah, that's what they said. We're just making sure there wasn't a date released.
No, nothing's moved up at all. I'm not excited for it.
No.
Hopefully we keep up we don't really play a lot of DLC, so we can just make sure that he just forgets about it.
Except for one.
Yeah. Well, that one was good. Nintendo is now going after fan creators for sheet music.
Oh my God, Nintendo! Just sheet music
for
now?
sheet music. So 2 YouTube channels.
They looked at me wrong. Go. You're sued.
Why?
Yeah. So they created sheet music for some Nintendo tracks, and they have informed their communities that Nintendo's been targeting sheet music sites. Even though these places have correctly licensed and the original artists were receiving royalties for sheet music sales, Nintendo's still going after them. This is just, and then so a lot of people who are watching, you may not know, this is who Nintendo is and has been for many years. It's hard to do Nintendo content.
Yeah.
Because even when there's even cases where you are directly working for Nintendo and then they copyright claim your sponsored streams. We've seen that happen before to people on Twitch. So it's just super fucking unfortunate. Hopefully there's enough of an outcry that the lawyer, whoever started this or whoever in the department did it, will just kind of calm down. Nintendo's also big in the news this week because Nintendo Direct, and so it was like their big response. They were the last to the party. The Xbox had their major showcase. There were some other sad ones, Ubisoft, but we got to see a ton of stuff that we liked. Mario and Luigi Brothership, Nintendo World Champion, who you are going to be the new.
I am.
Yeah.
The new
bottom of the
loser.
Yeah, the bottom of the list.
Loser Cup.
Yeah, Hello Kitty Adventures, Donkey Kong remakes,
Jamboree,
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
That one I'm super excited for. So
which caused a controversy amongst the Xbox community because they're like, yeah, you guys, like, what the fuck? We want that over here.
Yeah.
Nope. Nintendo has it.
Yeah. Nintendo's supporting it.
Mm-hmm. You need to pay more money. Get Xbox to pay more money, and then maybe they'll be able to license it. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 HD 2D remakes are coming. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Yep. There's a new Legend of Zelda, which honestly should be called Legend Link.
Yes.
Because now it's Zelda focused with a bunch of really cool powers. And then
Missing Link. That was a good title.
Missing Link is the best one. Lego Horizon Adventures, which I could not be less interested in. And then Metroid Prime 4, which I'm actually really excited for. It's been a while, and that game's kind of been in development.
Yeah, I don't know much about that series, but it looks like a solid game. I've watched YouTube videos on the lore because I was like, I want to know more about Samus and what the hell's going on. So I know it through that, and I'm curious how they're going to continue the story.
Yeah, but no Hollow Knight, no mention.
So.
No. Okay.
All right,
that's a lot.
Yeah, you had a couple things.
So check it out. Very exciting news for you guys. You guys know how I like these tactical games, strategy games. XCOM. Well, guess what? BitReactor, a developer, has a Star Wars tactical strategy game in the works. 15 XCOM veterans have joined its team, and it's got an ambitious vision for the future of this game. Holy shit. If you just take the XCOM formula, you just put Star Wars on it, I'm in. Maybe the unique thing could be you could either be Rebel or Empire, and you fight each other and stuff. That would be fucking sweet.
Nothing could be worse than being the Empire in an XCOM game and having clone troopers with 0% accuracy.
Oh, that is so appropriate. The fucking stormtroopers have a 100% chance to hit, but still miss somehow as a joke.
It's like, how? How are you still missing?
0.01%.
That would be so much fun.
You got this.
Anyways, former Firaxis developers and veterans of the game, including the co-founder and creative director Greg Forstich, and speaking to him and lead animator Hector during their passion for their XCOM games definitely shines through. So it's not surprising to discover that the Star Wars project they've been working on is that tactical strategy game. So they say, I think tactical strategy, it's a space that honestly has the most room of any genre to go through immersion and storytelling and visual presentation and pacing. So they want to bring all of those elements to the formula because a lot of the strategy games, it's just the mission and boom, boom, boom. And then the in-betweens need to be buffed. And I agree. Yeah, if you do FMVs and stuff like old school times,
that would be great. What I don't want is I don't want them to do Midnight Suns level where it turns into like.
Oh yeah, I forgot, man.
Do you want to watch a movie?
Yeah, I don't want to watch a movie with Blade and then go on a day. And it's just like I want to go on missions again. Please, I want to stop talking to you so badly. I want to stop.
We just be friends, okay? Nothing
Or
more,
if you
Alex.
do it,
Nothing
then you get
more.
all the dialogue right and you get the story right, then you really immerse yourself and you do enjoy it, and that adds a lot more depth. So, so they're kind of looking at every aspect of the game and how they can improve on it. And, they even have Midnight Suns people on the team, too. So I'm curious if they're going to do some of that. We'll keep an eye on that one. So Bit Reactor, a Star Wars.
I'll hang out with Chewie.
You want to hang out with Chewie? Okay. There's tons we want to do with the game that are like building on things that we've been able to do in the past. When we're talking about growing the genre and expanding it, it's a big thing for me to be getting it in more people's hands. It bums me out that more people don't play these types of games, and when we dig into that, we keep hearing these preconceived notions. So, man, my bubble burst a while ago. I thought everybody played strategy games and RTSs, but apparently...
You saw the stats?
Yeah, the stats are really low.
It.
And then, I talk with, my cousins and kids that we meet and family members and our friends' kids. They don't care about strategy. It kind of sucks, and I have to like twist their arm to play them. And they're like, "Oh, I don't like that game." But it's like, you didn't even play it. And then, I'll play it with them, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool." And it's like, why? What is this? When did this start happening? I don't know. That our kids just look at that genre and be like, "Nah, I don't want to do it." So, anyways, but it's definitely a thing, and so developers are aware of that, and they want to try to turn that around. And I don't know. I don't know if we need to be catering to those people. Maybe we should just make those games for us.
That'd be nice.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, so that's that's all I got, because I got some more, but I do want to save it for the future. Or the second video. So stay tuned for that second video.
I got one.
You got an important
you got one.
Very important.
Alex has been asking for this for a long time.
Whoa,
and
what
Wizards
is this?
of the Coast has finally answered.
Oh, a new Magic
Yes.
set. The Assassin's Creed / Magic crossover.
Oh, I quit Magic the Gathering. I actually legit quit Magic the Gathering a couple years ago. I don't think it's worth playing.
No, but the orcs.
But say the thing you said. I enjoyed my time.
I met a ton of really great people playing Magic the Gathering. It was the best time of my life. But I honestly, legitimately think Wizards of the Coast has no idea what they're doing, and I don't think you should support them almost in any way, especially with Magic. But now, another reason for D&D.
The orcs are Mexican.
What?
I was looking this up.
What are you talking about?
I was hoping they would have like a.
Hey, you mean like our army, the fucking
space,
Mexican orcs? I did that.
No, we had the space.
No,
Oh,
yeah, we did that as a joke. I
did
have Mexican Space Marines,
Yes.
and I have a taco truck, but I did it as a
That taco truck
joke.
is amazing.
Are you saying they're doing it like as a joke for April Fools?
Nope. Now we have Mexican orcs. I was hoping there would be like the homies, the ones you would collect. Do you remember?
Oh my
Those
God,
old school
homies
ones?
joke.
I was like,
and
no
the
way they're
gumball
gonna have like these
machines.
orcs dressed up like that. I was like,
If you remember homies from the gumball machines, leave a comment down below. You a true OG.
Gumball machine. I mean, I guess they do still
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
the gumball machine. And so there's the bubble gumball machines and then the square gumball machines.
Yeah.
You would get them from the square ones. not
yeah,
the
just to
big
prove
bubble ones.
the Wizards of the Coast not racist, they switched over.
To
This is-
prove, so
yeah.
people were complaining about orcs being potentially racist. Why?
There were a lot of people
They're
projecting.
not real.
Yes, but people would
They're
project.
supposed to be savage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what they're doing.
Now
like we said.
So now they're no longer savage. They are very intelligent, and they're riding on horseback with sombreros
El Guapo.
and maracas.
And there's a sepia filter
Why?
over it. Like the sky in the Orkland is always yellow into their movies. Look, Wizards of the Coast has been
it's
really.
not.
They're trying to. They're fucking dumb.
They're trying to be PC.
And so they're trying to be so PC that they're ruining. Did you know that if you are a gnome, I think it's if you're a gnome barbarian, you have exactly the same strength as a fucking orc.
No.
Yes, you do, because there's no racial benefits, because having racial benefits in a fantasy game would be racist. It's like, come on.
I don't know where this comes from. Probably from the audience that plays these things.
Or just a
That
small
takes
number
it-
of people
takes
out
it a
Wizards of
little
the
too
Coast
far.
that
But those
live
small
in a
people
fucking
are very
bubble.
vocal.
Well, those people that got jobs there and those people that you're talking about were people that previously played the game and people that took it too far.
Yeah. And so this is just a silly
Great.
thing. They've also shown off new elves, and so they're like, elves. Anyone can look like this. It's like I don't know. I think you should just check out Pathfinder or other rule systems.
Yeah, they're fucking up over there at Wizards of the Coast. That sucks. I mean, they just finished apologizing to their community after trying to pull the dick move of, copyright.
Claiming the rule systems. So orcs were probably not racist before, but people would assume that they were. So instead of the ambiguity of orcs being racist, now they are for sure.
Mexican racist
Mexican
stereotype.
Mexicans are orcs.
Sombrero. I'm hoping that this is just a joke, and that this was one picture, and that one artist just went a little crazy on the sombreros and horses, and they don't all look like that. Okay.
Yeah. They should dress them up like little homies. Like those
little homies. Joe's got the right idea.
Fuck it, let's just go all the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we got some juicy story bits in episode number 2, which we do. So stay tuned for that. Come visit us in episode number 2. And thank you so much for watching. And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.